Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Third play here. This opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Clifford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
The Packers had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Clifford. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're stirring up at a 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And it's fielded at the 34. He stiff-arms him. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Taylor will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. It's caught. Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Clifford looking end zone for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will stay a 12-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford.
And that will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And taken right at the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, it's Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free in the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that'll keep this a 19-point game. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Devontae Wyatt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
First and 10, Taylor now. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Off the play fake, Clifford. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing on first down, Clifford. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Clifford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
On third down, here's Jones. And they've got it inside inside the 10 at the 8. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stats going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Off-play action. Clifford. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a short gain here, down to the 22. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 3rd down, Clifford. Touchdown! Christian Watson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are pouring it on. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here to throw on 2nd down. Clifford going down the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
This is Dillon on the counter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones.
They need to block in the back. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the penalty, it's Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. He starts with a give to Akers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out, and he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Back now at Lambeau. 5 yards remain on second down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, Jones. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Off the play fake. Clifford. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. On the counter, here's Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clifford looking in zone for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Stafford. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Stafford.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. Here's Jones again on second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Clifford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram, his second sack of the night. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw taken in there by Crowder. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Stafford. And his pass incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here.